You are 54 years old. You've spent 3 decades building a logistics empire that moves 15% of the world's dry goods. You are worth $2.4 billion. On paper, you have won. But when you walk into a room in Davos or a private gala in St. Tropez, you realize something uncomfortable. You are just another logistics guy. You are rich, yes, but you are invisible. Then, the opportunity arrives. A legacy NBA franchise or a Premier League club is going up for sale. The price tag is $3.2 billion. It's more than your entire liquid net worth. Your CFO thinks you're insane. The math doesn't work. The team barely broke even last year. You buy it anyway. You aren't buying a sports team. You are buying the most exclusive membership card on the planet. You've just moved from the rich list to the owner's box. And in this world, that distinction is everything. The public looks at a sports team and sees a game. You look at it and see a scarcity hedge. Think about it. The government can print more money. A tech company can be disrupted by a kid in a garage. But nobody is printing another Dallas Cowboys or Real Madrid. There are only 30 seats at the top table of any major league. When you buy a team, you aren't looking for cash flow, you are looking for asset appreciation. In 2014, Steve Ballmer bought the LA Clippers for $2 billion. People laughed. They said he overpaid by double. Today, the team is valued at over $4.5 billion. He didn't have to sell more basketballs. He just had to own the space. A sports team is a high-yield savings account with a mascot. It's a place to park massive amounts of capital where it is protected by the monopoly power of the league. If the league signs a new $100 billion TV deal, your net worth jumps by $500 million while you're eating dinner. You didn't do any work. The system did it for you. Here is the part they don't teach in business school: the roster's depreciation allowance. In the U.S., when you buy a business, you can depreciate the assets. Usually, that's machinery or trucks. But when you buy a sports team, the law allows you to treat the players like machinery. You can write off roughly 90% of the purchase price over 15 years. If you bought the team for $3 billion, you can claim $200 million in losses every year on paper, even if the team is actually making money. These paper losses can be used to offset the real profits from your logistics empire. You are paying less tax on your actual business because you own a basketball team that lost money on a spreadsheet. Now, consider the leverage. When you owned a logistics company, the mayor didn't return your calls. Now that you own the city's pride and joy, the mayor calls you. You want a new stadium. You tell the city that if they don't subsidize it with $500 million in taxpayer money, you might have to explore other options in a different state. Suddenly, the city finds the budget. You now own the most valuable real estate in the downtown core. You build luxury condos, hotels, and retail around the stadium. You've used the team as a Trojan horse to become the city's biggest real estate developer. The wealthy do not buy sports teams because they love the game. They buy them because they understand the difference between income and position. Income is taxed. Income is volatile. But position, owning a piece of the cultural fabric that cannot be replicated, is permanent. You walked into the stadium thinking about a hobby. You walk out realizing you've built a fortress. The fans are cheering for the players, but you're cheering for the math. And the math never loses.